most disease is psychosomatic. Means we think about it, we create it. We need it, we create it.
Does this have anything to do with the fact that the DNA is being rewritten and reprogrammed?
Does our disease have anything to do with this?
And the fact that we're going to be free from diseases?
Yes, our DNA will help us to be free from diseases. Yes, that is true. Another thing came to me about, DNA, disease. Could you repeat the question so it can come to me again, please?
I was wondering whether the fact that the DNA code is going to be reprogrammed and rewritten, whether this is going to affect the fact that we won't be getting sick anymore.
Oh wow, I had seen something, it just left me completely. So we might come back to it later if it comes back. No, we won't. It will help, what you asked, it will help. However, we won't be getting sick because we will not be talking about sickness. We will not be getting old in the fifth dimension because we will be talking about life. Now we talk about old age, getting a pension, retiring, and, well, I can't get a divorce because I'm old now, I don't want to die alone. So because we always talk about death, all the body does is hear death. So that's what it does. It starts getting old, it starts aging.
What's a multidimensional identity?
What is a multidimensional identity? I'll have to tell you personally what I think it is, but I can't be 100% sure because I don't know too much about it.
Because it's been adjusted to the fifth dimension.
Mm-hmm. We are discovering other parts of our soul, the other aspects of the diamond. Some of them live in other dimensions. And we are expressing these other parts of our soul now. We're starting to express these other parts of our soul now. That's what I think is a multidimensional identity. For instance, when I have a client that says, I'm a singer, but I want to become a better singer, I say, okay, let's ask the soul, let's tell the soul, I am now ready to meet the part of you that is a singer, that constantly sings. It might be a canary, it doesn't matter. It's a part of the soul that constantly sings. And we visualize this energy, this little fog-like energy coming toward us. And this energy is another part of our soul. And we say to this other part of our soul, I now want you to start expressing yourself through me as well. And then we visualize this little fog coming into our body, going into every cell of our body, and we tell our body that we are now going to express this part of our soul as well. So now you're expressing the part of your soul that is an artist, the part of your soul that is a singer, the part of your soul that is a healer, the part of your soul that is a cook or a chef. You're expressing more than the original part of you, the part that came into the body when you were born. That is how we can become, this is one way we can become a multidimensional identity. There might be other ways as well, but I haven't seen them. But I'm sure there will be people that could tell you there are other ways as well.
Does the fifth dimension have to do anything with the fifth chakra?
I guess it does. You know why? Only because the fifth chakra is about expression. And in the fifth dimension, we are going to be in the energy of expression. So it might have so much to do with it. Logically, it makes sense. But again, I couldn't tell you definitely because I haven't worked on it. I can only tell you things that I've really worked on year after year after year, and I've kind of become an expert on them. I haven't become an expert on the chakras yet. I know they're there, I know what they do, and logically it makes sense because it's the chakra of expression. Also, when I have a client lying down and I call their energy and all their friends to come for the healing, almost 8 out of 10 clients will say, I'm feeling heat in my throat, where the fifth chakra is actually. So why would almost everybody's guides go and heal the throat area so that we can express? Express is not just mention what's on our mind, it's also to express who you really are. That's a problem that humans have right now. They're expressing less and less of who they really are because they have such a need for acceptance. They meaning me as well. I'm not trying to separate me from the rest of the humans. But because we have such a need for acceptance, we express what society wants us to express. And the energy we're going into now is saying, no, I want you to express you. Who are you? I want to know who you are and what you can give me. When we say the universe, we mean God. God is saying, I want to know who you are. I want to know what you can do for me. Like the song says, what have you done for me lately? Forget the past. What have you done for me lately and what can you do for me now? And this is why expression will have so much to do with the fifth dimension we are going into.
You've also mentioned that it's of vital importance to do exactly what we want to do and what we like.
Because we live in a free will universe, no energy in the entire universe wants to do what it has to do, what it must do. There is no must in the universe. Again, there's a very good phrase by Esther. It's in the book. There's a very good book called Ask and It Is Given. Esther Hicks, Jerry and Esther Hicks. Extremely good book. Ask and It Is Given. But there is one phrase in there. She channels an energy called, I think it's called Abraham, if I'm not mistaken. She channels this energy, and there is a line in there that can change, that can become a religion. There is a line in there that says, there is nothing that you must do, only that which you want to do. If you can make this your motto, again, you will go into God energy very fast. We live in a free will universe. No energy must do something. Every energy wants to do what it feels like doing, what it wants to do. It has free will. So if we do only that which we want to do, our energy becomes so high, our vibration becomes so high, that we only attract the things we want into our life, because like attracts like. But we complain all day, we keep doing things we don't want. We get up in the morning, billions of people get up in the morning and they go to a job they don't like. It's very difficult for these billions of people to attract what they want in their life because their energy is low for 8 hours a day. They come back home, billions of people go to bed every night and they sleep next to a person they no longer want. So their energy is down for another 6, 7, 8 hours a day because they're not doing what they want. That is what is the real problem on Earth. Not the government, not the conspiracy, not the reptilians. Many people are blaming another race which are reptilian, which are controlling the Earth. Why not? If we're stupid enough to give them our power, why not? It's a game. They're playing a game. You get up every morning and you go to a job you don't like. The reptilians are not making you do this. George Bush is not making you sleep with your wife at night. You're doing that. That is what's holding your energy down for so many hours a day. And you cannot express who you really are. So your soul is not finding a way out other than separation. This is why all these relationships are breaking up now. And this is why so many people are single. People that do not want to be single, people that would prefer to be in a relationship. And yet you see all these women, good-looking women, professional women, intelligent women, and they want to be in a relationship and they can't find someone. This is your soul telling you, I want you to find you. A relationship and someone else is not going to fulfill you. Only you can fulfill you. So, if somebody wants to find a relationship, the easiest way to do this in this new energy is to first find you. If you do not find you, I'm really sorry, but you will be alone for the rest of your short, miserable life. Because if you do not find you, you will continue to be miserable. You are not miserable because you are alone. Being alone or being single is a blessing. There's a very good phrase in metaphysics that says, it is in aloneness when you are surrounded by all that is. If you are single right now, you have been blessed. Find yourself, like yourself, and then it will be very easy to find a mate, whether it is for one night or 1,000 nights. But first we need to find ourselves, because we cannot go into the next dimension thinking another person will make us whole. It is simply not true. Personal story. Finding myself was quite easy. Liking myself was difficult. So it is even more important than finding yourself is liking yourself. The easiest way I did it, somebody told me about this. This was not my idea, but it really, really worked for me. The easiest way I did it was to go to the mirror at least twice a day, and simply say, I love you. Or, after that, I used to say, I'm young and beautiful. When the body hears, I'm young and beautiful, the energy around the body remains young and beautiful, and then eventually the body starts glowing, and it becomes young and beautiful. And then it's so easy to attract a mate, because your energy is beautiful. Your energy is attractive because you like you. There is nothing more sexy than a woman or a man that likes themselves. Especially a woman who likes herself. Because a woman has been programmed in the name of commerce not to like herself. There's nothing wrong with commerce. Without commerce, we would not have civilization. We really would not. Without business, there would be no civilization. We would not even have toilets. However, when a woman loves herself, she's so attractive, she becomes so sexy, that she will, as they say in America, she will be beating them off with a stick. Meaning there'll be so many people coming to her that she'll be saying, go away, enough already. And that's what we need to focus on to find a man or a woman. I'm saying the word a man because it's more women that want long-term relationships with men. That's why I say that. Yes.
Do we need to shift from the mind to the heart?
No. If we do that, many philosophers say we do. However, that the mind is not what's blocking us right now. I remember when I first got into these things 11 years ago, we have 4 bodies, at least the lower bodies. We have the physical body, and around us in our aura is the emotional body. In our aura we have 3 more bodies. The one right around the physical body is called the emotional body. Then after that it is the mental body, and then it is the inspirational body. When I first got into these things, somebody gave me a healing. It was actually over the telephone. Just before that, I had another healing, and this particular person said, your emotional body is very low and your mental body is very high. Because I was very mental, I was very logical. Then a month later, I have another healing, and I mentioned to this healer, my mental body is very high, I want to bring it down a little bit. Because I'm in the mind, I'm always in the mind. And he said something that changed my life. He said, leave the mental body where it is and simply bring up the emotional body. And then since that moment, I never again accused my mind. I never again thought it was bad that I was mental and I was logical. And I simply focused on raising my emotional body. So I do not think it helps us to leave the mind or to put the mind in a little box or to tell the mind you're bad. I do not think this helps us at all. Let's focus on the emotion. Let's focus on the heart center.